I've been noticing, looking around at these world leaders, whether it's Russia, or China, or North Korea, or even Iran, the leaders claim to be Russian, Iranian, Chinese, North Korean, but when you look at their bone structure doesn't lie. And when you start looking at bone structure, they all look very Israeli. Now, the Israelis have certain bone structures because they're actually Eastern Europeans, Khazars. Now, what if all these nations have been subverted already? What if the leaders of these countries are not Russian, Chinese, North Korean, Iranian, etc.? What if they are Jewish Russians, Jewish Iranians, Jewish Korean, Jewish Chinese? When you look at Xi Jinping, most Chinese people are all about their heritage and their culture and the history of China. But these leaders seek to destroy those things. Xi Jinping wants to destroy all of the history of China, the dynasties and all this. It doesn't make sense when you think about it. And I think the reason is because Xi Jinping, for example, is not just a Chinese guy. I think he is an Israeli Jewish Chinaman. These nations have been subverted over time. And a lot of these nations were more easily subverted because they don't have the structure that America has, the checks and balances in place. Even Venezuela, even Mexico, all of them. And they've all been subverted for the destruction of America, so that they could all be weaponized and used to try to bring down America. Because we are the shining beacon of freedom for the entire world. There is no other place in this world that you can go and be free like you can in America. And now they've even subverted America for a long time to try and erode those checks and balances. And president after president, leader after leader, congressperson after congressperson gets caught in the trap and then acts as though we're fighting all these different enemies. This is to stretch us thin, to weaken our defenses. They have people in America saying Judeo-Christian, putting the name of the people who crucified Christ in front of the word Christian, the thing that represents the following of Christ. That'd be like saying communist American. That's asinine. It's opposing. Now, if you start going and looking at pictures of these leaders, Iran has claimed to be the enemy of Israel for a very long time. And Israel claims to be the enemy of Iran. But if that's the case, why does the Iranian leader look so Israeli? We have been at war for a very long time, and nobody wanted to look. But it doesn't change the fact that we're at war. And while people can watch the game and drink their beer, bang their wife once a week, whatever, this doesn't end well. Unless Americans realize what's happening and unite and organize to fight this evil. And a lot of people think that Trump is fighting it. But when you look into the things that are happening, actually, the action being taken, it seems contradictory. We need a leader who doesn't care about any of these things. Now, I saw recently that Elon Musk is going to be supporting J.D. Vance for president this next time. When J.D. Vance was picked for vice president, they had a party, and at the party were Jews with big fuzzy hats. Now, whether it's the tiny hat or the big fuzzy hat, they're not actually Jews. It speaks of this in the Bible and says, the new flesh is not the old flesh. Through deception thou shalt make war. And more people are seeing this, more people are noticing and paying attention, and that's awesome. We need to spread this like wildfire and set brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. Do yourself a favor and go look at some pictures of these people. Study a little bit about bone structure, cheekbones, jawline bones, different bone structures of the face, and you too will notice these same irregularities. Thank you for watching.